Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay, and we're here today to do our top 10 most anticipated films of 2025 list. With the new year approaching, we got a lot of hits coming out this year. Some very amazing projects coming out that, we're very anticipated of. And so that's why we decided to come up with our list, share it with you guys. We'll probably debate each other on a couple of things, knowing us. But yeah, let's get to it. Do you want to be the one that starts us off every round?
You can start.
Okay.
You can start. Or we can alternate every round. We can just alternate.
Okay.
You want to alternate? You want to start?
I'll start. I'll choose to start. That way, when I edit it,
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Just.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off the list, I got Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh damn. Okay.
I do have it low just because of the fact. I do have it low on the list just because of the fact that there's been a lot of rumors regarding like reshoots to the movie and everything. So that's kind of like a little bit of pause for concern for me. But I am excited to see Sam Wilson inherit the Captain America mantle, even though we saw it progress throughout the Falcon and Winter Soldier series on Disney Plus.
You heard the rumors that Bucky's supposed to take the mantle eventually?
Really? Well, I'm not surprised. It happens, obviously, but
no,
I didn't expect it to be that damn soon already. Like, all
right, you got the serum, bro.
All right, then you give us
that. How you gonna fight the Hulk with no serum?
No, and that also is another thing. Like going into this movie, like I'm kind of like even when I saw the trailer, like, and you saw him with the flight suit and he landed, and I was like, how the fuck you land from that high of a distance, bro?
Like, that's what it is. It's the suit.
That's a pretty advanced fucking suit.
It's the suit,
So how are you taking on Red Hulk? And that's also another thing. Like Red Hulk from the trailer, like he just the CGI that they did for him looks really impressive. So,
yeah, he looks great.
He actually reminds me of fucking like that's the Hulk right there. Not the.
Well, that's a different version. That Hulk, that's more.
I know, but I'm saying, but that's also like a just what we missed.
Oh yeah.
Like we
more
rage,
rage
one. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's gonna be February 14th, Valentine's Day. We'll see if I have a Valentine's date.
I'm going to see
it. If you got a Valentine's date, that's the move. Just know.
Yeah, it is. That's how I'm going to do. I'm going to see Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Maybe going to the mall. I think shout out, DeAndre made some great points about the movies this year. We have a lot of great films. I don't think you can really go wrong with anything. I mean, we're going to debate it, of course, but I'm sure you can't go wrong with anything you put on your list because there's so many movies and there's lots of bad leave off. I'm like, damn, man. Honorable mentions. There's some stuff I wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for me, okay, so for number 10, I went with Zootopia 2.
Ooh, okay, all right.
I really enjoyed the first Zootopia. It's been a long time. I'm excited to see what they come back and do. I know when you look at some of the movies they've done in the previous, like Moana and the sequel to Moana, it didn't have everything as far as the musical, but I know a lot of people said the movie was still really good.
Yeah. Zootopia didn't have music.
No, I'm not just like a bitch. Like usually, I look at Inside Out 2. Like usually Disney's really good at doing sequels, especially the stuff that's like, you know what I mean. So I'm excited for that. I'm curious what the storyline's gonna be because the first one I thought had a great story that was very great for kids, but also the adults can take something from it as well, which is always a great Disney movie when you have things that adults can take and children.
Messages behind it.
Yeah. So I thought that was great. So I definitely am excited for Zootopia 2. I'll put that at number 10.
All right. Number 9. All right. So number 9, you probably won't get at me for this. I got Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay.
So obviously Jurassic World went to it tailored off after the the resurgence when they made the first Jurassic World movie, which I thought is amazing, still is amazing to this day. And it kind of just tinkered off as we started getting to these next couple of films. They seemed more action driven versus kind of the horror behind being on an island or being trapped with dinosaurs, and that's what these recent films did a bad job of acknowledging. Especially, the last movie we had 10 people that survived and got on that damn helicopter. Like that's too heavy of a fucking survivor list, But seeing the pictures, the images from it, and you have Scarlett Johansson, it has Mahershala Ali, and just seeing like them in the trailer in the photos, they look more like a militia.
Mm-hmm.
So they got guns, they're heavy, so they're packing. So it just seems more like the dinosaurs are more serious. It's more of a threat. You know, I'm hoping it gets back to more of that, like that horror. And you know, even if there's characters that we like in this film, like it would be cool to kill some of those off. You know, like that, like you know, example is Lost World. Like Lost World, like you have the Eddie, the bald guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's technician and everything. Like he's a cool character, seems nice, helps them out. And what happens to him? Meets a tragic fate where he's split by fucking 2 T-Rexes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that stuff that
I mean,
wish.
Vince Vaughn's to survive. So
Yeah,
but yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
I
but you know.
Yeah, I get your point.
So I hope it leans more towards that
Yeah.
with this new film that's coming out.
Okay. For me, at number 9, I put Formula One with Denzel Washington and Brad Pitt. I'm excited to see that movie because Apple does a great job with their TV shows and what they've done. They do a great job of just storytelling and as far as the visuals and the looks. And, you know, seeing Denzel Washington, he's become his own little star. I know he's kind of slowed down since Snowfall, but Denzel Washington, I think, is a star. Johnny thinks I'm Black Panther, but I think he's a star. I like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt slowed down, but Brad Pitt's usually still good. And I think that's going to be fun to see the movie there. I remember I saw Gran Turismo. And I really enjoyed that movie, actually. Say what y'all want. But seeing it in theaters was amazing because you had just the cars and the way it was shot and like the sound. And I'm sure that this F1's gonna give me that same vibe because I am more into F1. Gotten more into it recently, especially with the Netflix series and stuff like that. Team McLaren all day. Lando Norris, shout out to team. But yeah, so I'm excited to see this. I think it's gonna be a great story. Another one. I love the one with Chris Hemsworth.
Rush.
Yeah, Rush is amazing to me. So I love race car movies and stuff like that. And 2 great actors, I'm sure, going to play off each other amazingly. And it just looks fun. And Apple's doing it, so I trust the production and the team and the direction. So I'm all for that. It looks dope.
Agreed. Moving on to number 8. Number 8, I have Thunderbolts. Another MCU film. There's still one more on this list. Just a heads up. But Thunderbolts, I liked everything that I saw from the trailer, the vibe that I was getting from it. Awesome cast, you know. I'm glad that they still haven't shown like Sentry yet, in the sense of like him in his suit or him showing any powers. You know, like definitely that's something I would want to see. Maybe obviously if you do the last trailer right before, but personally I'm okay waiting until the movie to see Sentry in full form. But no, it's dope, especially because it's like Marvel's own version of kind of Suicide Squad where you conjure up all these bad guys, seeing what the task is at hand and seeing how that affects the MCU storyline moving forward. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also I think considering what the characters you have, it could be a little bit more darker and edgier, so maybe it leans more towards that, and I think that's a good step for them if they do something like that.
For me at 8, I have The Accountant too.
Ooh, okay.
Love Ben Affleck. Love that character. The first account I didn't really know much about going into, so it was cool. So and I loved it. So going to this one, spend some time. I think it's gonna be great. And now there's more hype around because I think a lot more people know how great it is. I'm excited to see this one. I put it at 8 just because it could went higher. I just put it at 8 because something I'm definitely gonna see, but it didn't get me like, oh man. The Accountant. I know it's gonna be great though. I mean, there's a lot of great, movies that are action based stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited for it. It had to go at 8 because I got some other stuff that I had to see.
Okay. All right, number 7. You're at number 7. Dun 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 dun.
You talking me Fast and Furious? Mission Impossible getting 7.
Look, it's the final reckoning, bro. It's the last one. They gonna go all
Tom
out
Cruise.
with this one. Tom Cruise didn't want to go. Well, personally, apparently Tom Cruise doesn't want this to be last.
Of course
one.
not. Tom Cruise will still eating.
Yeah, fuck yeah. The movies are still good.
But
bro.
you mad with Fast and Furious
because these bitches are good.
But bro, Tom Cruise is 60 years old. He's getting older and older, bro.
Even the worst Mission, which I think is probably Ghost Protocol. I think that's like the 4th one. I think that's probably the worst one in the franchise. But even that movie, like it's still.
No, I get why he wants to keep going, but think about also to say like there's not really a lot of movies like that. Like Mission Impossible is its own thing.
Yeah.
Similar to Fast and Furious. No matter what you say, you may hate the Fast and Furious. It's the only movie that does racing like that.
Okay, but I will say Mission Impossible. It's been like that since day one. Like the consistency as far as like what the world is.
And so as Fast and Furious, it's just gotten more crazy. And once you got past Tokyo Drift, when you got to Fast and Furious, then it start going crazy.
I don't know, fam. It's
So they're
like,
driving through the mountains and tunnels and stuff like that, bro, and making all kind of crazy turns and surviving. You had no problem. I mean, let's be honest,
but
bro.
now you got super powered motherfuckers in
Who?
this. Idris Elba.
He had a little bit of
Dom
serum. They told you he had a serum, and that's how you shot. He had a
And
serum.
personally, I mean, let's be honest. Dom Toretto probably injected himself. We just haven't seen it because
Maybe.
but you see all the shit he's able to do.
Tom
with
Cruise
this-
still doing something. He's 60 years old.
Tom Cruise actually does this
Bro,
shit.
Tom Cruise is not-
But it's believable because Tom
But
Cruise
Tom
actually
Cruise
does
is
that shit
not
in
whooping
real
ass
life.
at 60 years old, bro.
Okay.
He's not whooping Henry Cavill's ass at 60 years old.
Hey, bro.
Tom Cruise versus Henry Cavill in a fight. I'm taking Henry Cavill 10 out of 10. He's
Cruise.
bigger, stronger.
Okay, Tom Cruise probably. I mean, shit. Just
Oh,
because
here we go.
someone's bigger or stronger, what?
Bro, Henry Cavill, they're not in the same weight class. Henry Cavill has 240 of muscle?
Maybe he knows the weak points of the body.
Hell no. Nah, see you picking, it's like, and hell no.
But look,
It's like Mayweather versus Mike Tyson.
But just looking at Mission Impossible, which I think is the eighth film of the franchise, so new cast. I mean, obviously you have everyone coming back from the previous one. So no, I mean it's I'm looking forward to it. Look,
Okay.
hate me if you want, or call me biased. I think it's a difference between that and Fast and the Furious, but looking forward to Mission Impossible.
That's at 7?
That's 7. Yeah.
For me, that's gonna have Captain America: Brave New World.
Okay.
Movie that's coming out very soon. I know it's been a lot of reshoots, which is a concern, but I think I feel good about the property. I think it's gonna be a great property. I still feel Harrison Ford, like he's gonna give a great performance. Him as Red Hulk, kind of really cool. I'm not crazy about Sam Wilson as Cap. I like the suit from his own show better.
Yeah. No.
I like the one with the white in a little bit better. But I like Anthony Mackie. He's done a great job in the role. It feels like it's gonna go more with what Captain America those movies typically are, which is very much like
Espionage.
yeah, exactly. So I'm liking that. I like it. It seems very serious, which is something that the MCU has lacked lately, and people have complained about and want more of. It seems like also it's toned down as far as not this big world scale issue, more in tune with what's going on. And it seems like,
Well, I was gonna say, although it does incorporate some of the things that were world like large scale that we the Tiamat.
I'm with them. I'm with them doing like trying to connect things. That's cool, but I feel like the story's still gotta be very much earthly based. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like we're going all over the quantum realm and all kinds of stuff like that. It's gonna be very much settled down and settled in. So I like that. So for me, Captain America gotta go at 7. I'm excited to see that movie.
And just to add on to that real quick, just because, you know, I said this when we did our Deadpool Wolverine movie review. Never put it out there, but you know, obviously it was past due when I decided to, you know, lock in and start editing. But when we did our Deadpool Wolverine movie review, I said, you know, Deadpool Wolverine is a great movie and all that, but for anyone who said like the MCU's back or anything like that, I didn't say personally the big test for the MCU is this film, this Captain America Brave New World, just because of, you know, again, it's one, unlike Deadpool and Wolverine, it's actually connects to the MCU as far as the continuity, as far as the storylines, like, you know. So it definitely is more of like, oh, okay, like what are we getting? What is the MCU telling us moving forward?
See, I agree and disagree at the same time. Because I do feel like
Deadpool for sure is going to connect somewhere.
No.
In the future.
Well, I mean, but as the MCU, I think the MCU back thing was more the hype, the financial backing, and the success overall for people to go see it. Like they'll talk about it, like, "Hey, go see Deadpool, Wolverine."
Okay.
I agree with that. As far as that's why I disagree. I think that's what I mean by when the MCU is back. I think like that when people say it. But as far as like the character and story wise, I still do agree with you that Captain America is our first test, and Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Our first 2 tests at what's going on and how we're building this universe. So I do agree with you. I disagree on how you said it, but I do agree with what you're saying at the same time. That's how I look at it. That's why when I say the MCU's back with Deadpool Wolverine, I thought because the financial, the hype, you know what I mean?
Yes, in that sense, yes.
Yeah. But let's be honest. If this movie doesn't hit, people gonna still go see Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So-
I never said that was going to be.
It's not the end all be all, but I do hope this one I hope this one does get us back on track. But I agree with what you're saying. Go ahead.
So we are moving on to number 6. Now, number 6, I have How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh no, hell
Live action. Okay, so hear me out. This, look,
I didn't need this.
personally, no, and I completely agree. Personally, the hell?
Just cut the TV just cut off.
Oh, okay, all right, we're still good. All right, but personally, before the trailer and everything, I even said myself when this movie was announced, I don't know why, How to Train Your Dragon 3 came out, less than 10 years ago?
Came out back like 2017.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, so what? 8 years ago. So, so looking at that, I just thought, maybe this is a franchise let it age first, and then we could bring in live action in the future. But seeing the trailer, I mean, you got Gerard Butler still playing the character of, the Pickup's father, Stoic. He has the padding or whatever that make him look big and everything. So he looks like him. And also just how they did Toothless. I didn't expect it to translate as well in the live action. There are some castings where I'm like, honestly, the Astrid one doesn't really bother me too much. It's more the twins. I thought they could have done a better job casting there, but I think it'll be cool to see. I think I've always said I think How to Train Your Dragon for sure live action. I think it's a cool concept. It's cool to see the dragons on screen in a live action setting. I thought at the time oh, absolutely it's too soon for it, but saying it looks good, looks dope, so I have it on the list, unfortunately. Sorry.
To me, it feels like DreamWorks didn't have anything really to hit on. They said, let's do How to Train Your Dragon. That's a big time successful franchise. Mm-hmm. To me, I think you should wait to do adaptations until you have a new generation. The fact that this, bro, that generation ain't old or done. It ain't
Well, same thing with Moana. You have a Moana live action.
And I thought that was too soon to do a Moana live action. Those are even too soon. I just feel like that's bad by the corporation. But you can't knock your list. That's what you got. For me, at number 6, I got Jurassic World.
Ooh, okay. So you were a person that was shitting on it constantly, more than I ever did.
Yeah,
I was a fan. So what brought you back to it?
I hope this is more hoping. I hope this franchise can go back to more of its roots. I hope after seeing how the last one did, they can get back on track. I'm glad they're done with the Chris Pratt. No hate for Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Not Bryce. Was that Bryce Dallas Howard?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah. No hate for them. Love them. But those characters to me were I was done with those characters. I was ready to move on. I hope this movie just goes back to, like you mentioned, you said some good points about just going to more simple, just go more simple and a little scarier. You ain't gotta make it straight horror where kids are scared to watch it, but you can add more of that horror element and just I just want more, like you said, a different take on it. Yeah. I'd rather see what you said about the not Marines, but what you said about them being soldiers. Mm-hmm. I like that idea more just, we had, and I think Scarlett Johansson's great. Blade. Oh no, I forgot. We ain't done Blade yet. We got this one. We got Blade. Yeah. Mahershala Ali's a great actor, so I know him he's gonna be great. I just hope they go more the roots of what Jurassic Park is. I kind of wish they would have renamed it from Jurassic World, but for me, I hope I know this franchise is gonna do a Billy. It's gonna do its money because it's Jurassic Park and people love it. But I just want to see this franchise come up and be more what it could be, because it's not that hard, I feel, to get this franchise back on track to make a good Jurassic Park, Jurassic World film.
You could call it Jurassic Universe.
Yeah, I mean, I just want you to go more to a simple just formula of hey, let's just make cool dinosaurs that are scary. Mm-hmm. Let's get away from all this new dinosaur we created to make Let's not get away from that. I like the dinosaur fights at the end; they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But besides that, I wish you'd go more into just a scarier. These dinosaurs are actually dinosaurs that want to eat people and not as friendly as we try to make them seem in the movie and helping people. I don't want to see Blue helping rescue nobody or Blue helping save humans. Blue is jumping out.
Or them stopping and doing
bro,
this.
I got everybody. I'm like, bro, I can do that same thing. I can do a dinosaur training. Everybody doing that. And then you got Blue jumping out of glass with me. He says a box for the car. Oh, shit. It's bro, but I hope this franchise has regained its core and realizes that what the fans want is something very simple. Just cool dinosaurs that are attacking people trying to eat people.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, just to add on, even with the third movie, that's why I was disappointed with Jurassic World Dominion in that sense, because when we had it was the short that they did on YouTube that connected to it. It was I forgot what they called it.
Yeah, a little prehistoric thing.
Yeah, where it showed the family that was camping out in the RV and then they got attacked by the dinosaur. That one. That's what I'm saying. That's what I wish that movie was. More a sense of okay, dinosaurs are released out in the world. How does this complicate our way of living? And it did not. It failed to acknowledge that.
Well, I wish this one would take
the bigger threat was the damn locusts.
Like I said in our review, I said the locusts the dinosaurs were fucking good guys in this movie. I'm bro. But I just hope, honestly, like you mentioned, I just hope they do more of the basic of what Jurassic Park was and what Jurassic World, the first one, were. Just take me back, bro. Just the dinosaurs attacking people.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's why I put at 6. And I hope it's good because I want that franchise to succeed because, you know, people love it.
Okay.
And I have believed that they get it right this time.
Agreed. All right, we're down to number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So number 5, you've said this one already. I have Zootopia 2 at number 5.
Good choice.
Again, pretty much everything you said. I love the world that they established in Zootopia, and just I want to see more of them exploring it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they did a really good job of even with the I don't know if you saw this the show that they released on Disney Plus as well, but I even thought
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it had like a couple like it was like 8 episodes or whatever, and just had like stories that featured some of the characters. And I even thought that was well done. So you know, I can't get enough of it. I think it's really good. And so looking forward to that one.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with that. For me at 5, I went back and forth with what I wanted. I ended up going with Thunderbolts.
Okay.
I'm excited for that film. I love Red Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
I love Yolanda, great character, and her as the lead, I think is amazing. I think what's her name is great. I think she's gonna be. I can't think of her name.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. I think she's gonna be amazing in the role, and I think she can carry her own film. So I think she'll be strong. Having a little bit of Bucky. I'm curious about what's it called? Taskmaster.
Yeah, that was probably the low point for me.
And Ghost is interesting, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I think people are going to it with like, I don't really know these characters, but you might end up loving this movie and loving these characters more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that one. I put that at 5.
Okay. Nice. Number 4.
Then we get to the juicy ones.
Yeah. So number 4, I only feel it's right to attach this one to number 4. I have Fantastic Four.
Oh, nice.
First steps. Drum roll. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I liked everything that I saw, especially with the leaked trailer that they showed with that had Galactus in it. And Galactus looked like fucking
Fantastic
Galactus.
Four. The car.
He doesn't look like the fucking planet eater that we got. Dust. He looked like basically the same thing as Parallax in that goddamn Green Lantern movie. That was Galactus in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. So. The only thing I was a little mixed about heading into it was just Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards, just because I've seen Pedro Pascal do so many roles, and it's just I feel like they could have done a little better than Pedro, but the rest of the cast looks solid. Even seeing like some of the promotional, it definitely I will say the movie definitely highlights that family part. Mm-hmm. And with a lot of the pictures, the promotions. So I think that's something that's unique about it. And also just even the practical effects that they did with Ben Grimm and the game, like I thought looks really cool. So really looking forward to this one. I think Marvel's first family, seeing what they do with it, especially because it's not really an origin movie. So it's going away from that. What we've seen with the previous 2 Fantastic Four franchises, it's just them picking up right in the middle of it. So, and how it works with like the multiversal aspect and just space, and it's gonna be really dope. I'm looking forward to it. So,
I like that choice. At 4 for me, I had to go with something that I was excited about when they announced it and getting closer. It's coming out this year, getting close, and trailers, and I'm happy to see this duo back together. When they come together, they don't miss.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm glad to see his director back at, because I haven't seen him in a long time, and he's one of my favorite out there, man. He just seems like a humble dude. Whenever I watch him do interviews and stuff like that, he seems like a great person and just very down to earth. And I think him jumping this genre and him doing something like this is just really
This one
dope.
might be a little too high if I think I know where you're going.
I gotta go with Sinners, bro.
Oh, man, okay.
Sinners.
All right.
There's something unique about it, man. I think it's gonna be a low key hit. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be talked about. Like, oh damn, you don't see Sinners yet? Like, Ryan Coogler, love his directing, bro. He knows how to put stories together, and especially stories with African American characters, bro. And him and Michael B. Jordan, that duo just don't miss. You find a movie they do together, they miss on. They don't miss. They're a great combination. I think also Michael B. Jordan hasn't done a lot of work lately. Last thing we saw him was Creed. He's been very low key and just chilling. So like, seeing Michael B. Jordan back out there, one of the best one of the best in Hollywood. I mean, young, he's a little older now, but still one of the best in the game. Vampires. It got some other great cast members too that I'm forgetting. I think Jonathan Major should have been in this movie.
Haley Steinfeld, Delroy Lindo.
What's old dude also been in a lot of stuff? A bigger dude.
Omar Miller.
Yeah, he's in it. They got a great cast, man. I think it's gonna give us a different take on the vampire and the horror genre, and I think that's cool, and I'm excited for that. I'm glad to see Ryan Coogler not just doing Black Panther, but jumping his way into different genres of movies and trying something new.
Yeah,
so I gotta put Sinners there, bro.
For sure. I mean, you know, obviously.
I think you did Fantastic Four kind of low, but
damn. Okay, well, I have some pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, I kind of had to put that Fantastic Four number 4. You know.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, no, Sinners is fine. I saw the trailer. I think it looks good.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it's definitely an honorable mention for me.
You gonna love my list going forward.
Yeah,
it get crazier.
Okay, no, that's a fair one. Number 3. So number 3, I have F1.
Okay.
Formula 1. I have it high just because it's one directed by Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick. Have him behind it. And even seeing the trailer, it definitely has that aspect of it as far as like, you know, the shot of him in the driver's seat, like just like Top Gun.
It looks amazing. And album behind it too, so it looks amazing. I agree with what I said also.
I love Damson Idris. You know, I think he's a nice up and coming actor as well. Seeing him do Snowfall, so it would be also like for him to do like this big budget film.
Yeah,
is amazing as well because I think this is dope.
I'm sure he's gonna have his accent too.
Possibly, yeah, maybe, yeah. You know, and he's definitely a guy that I've said many times, you know, like, hey, if they ever did recast T'Challa or, you know, just brought in a new Black Panther that was T'Challa.
Hey, low key,
I would say Damson Idris or Aldous Hodge would be my perfect.
Hey, you picked that motherfucker after Michael B. Jordan. How he took Michael B. Jordan, his girl broke up and she got with Damson Idris.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yep. Sorry, Michael, but
it's all good, brother. Go ahead, though.
But no, and also it was interesting because when I saw Sonic, they had this option as far as the theater, like. I forgot what it's this new thing they call, but it's like the seats that like
the ones that actually move
motion and stuff. So that's what I was thinking. Like with this movie, this might be actually be. I didn't do it with Sonic, but this might be actually a movie. I might do it.
I might drink your soda.
That shit is expensive as fuck though. Because when I saw it, it was like $20. Yeah. So, but this one might be worth it. I'm telling you. With the
when you try to get that popcorn, when you try to get that soda, that shit's bad as fuck. You ain't bad as fuck. Shit! My goddamn coat.
Yeah, you're right. I'm definitely gonna have to do it when it comes to like scenes with just them talking or some shit. Like,
and you hope, and then all of a sudden, shit! My goddamn drink that man.
No, absolutely, but no, I think it's definitely gonna be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it, and just you know the F1 aspect. Just like Gervonta, I've grown to love Formula One racing through you know the Netflix shows. I'm more Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen.
I'm about to say Lewis Hamilton, so you going Ferrari next? You gonna be on Ferrari pretty soon?
Yeah, you know I do love me some Ferrari.
Yeah, you leaving my Mercedes? I like Lewis Hamilton though. He cold.
Yeah, but no, I think this is gonna be an amazing film. I'm looking forward to it. So,
all right, that's your number 3.
That's my number 3.
Number 3 for me, Predators.
Ooh. Into the Badlands, right?
Yeah. Okay, I went with this because Prey was really great, man. I think it gave the franchise new life and did something that we've been asking for as Predator fans, of just giving us different time periods, different storylines, stuff like that. And I hope this continues that. I know this guy has already said that he's very much invested. The director's very much invested. He wants to eventually do Alien movies with Predator. Like he really is into this. So there's been some things that I kind of worry about the Predator being the good guy. I don't know about that. But overall, I'm excited for this film, man. I think he looks, from what I've seen from like some of the shots, the dreads and stuff, he look kind of cool. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I think, to me, the only thing I want to see, is I want to see the Predators win. At one point, the Predators never win. I kind of want to see the Predator live and win. That'd be kind of cool. But overall, I'm excited for this film. I love Predators. I recently watched the original one. It was amazing, and I'm getting Jennifer actually on that. She watched Alien. She liked that. I'm trying to get her on these. I'm not going to watch Prey next. But I'm really enjoying that franchise. I hope, and it's good. I'm glad to see that franchise back in the box office.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think it took a step back with the Hulu, which was great, but I think they realized, hey, we do a good film, people are going to go see it. Seeing Romulus do well, and people love Romulus, so I hope I think this president will be really fire, bro. I'm hoping for it.
Alien versus Predator. Make it happen again.
Hey, I think another version of it. Shit.
Just adding to that, I mean, looking at the premise on Wikipedia, in the future, a predator traverses on an alien wasteland while two sisters discover their horrifying past. It also stars, the only cast member that they said was in it is Elle Fanning.
That twin thing does worry me after the Acolyte. I don't know about that twin shit. I hate that twin sisters, but
yeah,
I'm with it.
Fair point. But no, same here. It's definitely an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, I got a couple honorable mentions.
Yeah, we'll get to that for sure. Moving on, number 2.
What you got? All right, yes.
Oh, you already know, boy. Avatar. Fire and Ash. Hey, look, man.
I couldn't do it this year.
You cannot. There is not going to be a list where I will not have Avatar on that top 10 most anticipated. Or top 10 best, possibly. Because them movies are fire, bro. Every time I go to see them, they impress me. Just the visualization that James Cameron comes with this universe. I mean, even the plot is good. It's solid. The only thing that with the last movie was, you know, like, okay, like, they were fighting. Where did all the motherfuckers go at the end? You know, like, they just disappeared out of nowhere, obviously. But besides that, I really fucked with it. I fucked with Stephen Lang as Quaritch, and you know him being in a new Avatar body. I think that was an interesting angle to take with it, with the last one, and just you know, Pandora is such a huge planet. There's so much to explore. There's so many other different tribes, and this is a different tribe that they're exploring in this film. So it's very cool to see them kind of adapt and pick up all these new ways of living.
I will say this. If I would have had a trailer for Avatar already, I might have put a list depending on what they would have shown me. Because I kind of do agree with DeAndre that this Fire and Ash are doing the bad Na'vi. Mm-hmm. And I kind of want to see, I'm kind of see a bad Na'vi. Like seeing them fight Na'vi, other people. This could be a banger. So let me say it now because y'all going to try to go at me like, oh, you really fuck with that one? I didn't really love Avatar 2. I feel like Avatar 2 was cool, but it didn't really advance anything for me where I'm like, oh, damn, this advanced the story and made it this much better. I wasn't crazy about it. I predicted one of them sons was going to die. I thought it was going to be the one that was the good one that was actually listening. The actual older brother who was the wiser one.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But,
also, Tuke is adorable.
Yeah, she's cute. But, I'm not. I didn't put it on my list, but definitely I think there's no fault in you doing it because there could be something here in this new storyline with new characters as far as our villain, not having to worry about the humans being the enemy. I'm kind of excited for that, seeing how all that grows and plays out. So,
I also add it's kind of funny though the direction that is kind of where you have them learning. They learned. I don't know what the first one. I guess you could maybe classify that as Earth. The second one they learned the ways of water. This one they learned fire. Like this shit is actually Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like maybe they.
That's not that I'm curious.
They are sharing some similarities besides the name.
Does this mean Jake and his people are going back to their old tribe? Because I know you think they'll be on water again, and maybe he'll go back to his old tribe and be the leader again. I don't know. I mean, I'm curious. We're gonna see. I mean, but like I will say, the daughter is the OP as fuck, but I think that's a good choice. I'm not knocking that choice.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And also just seeing like the growth of that family. You know, it's. I feel attached now to that family.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm over here like, oh, they have kids now. What? Like, you know, or So yeah, with the kids and everything, I'm definitely more attached to the family. I actually remember the names now when they come across versus the first one.
Yeah. So. For me at number 2, we're doing trailer reactions. This one got a lot of attention, got a lot of comments. I gotta go with Superman. Okay. And I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with this universe. Like y'all just mentioned about Captain America. I'm excited to see what this does because this is the building block for the universe, and it has to be a hit. If I think if it fails, then DC's are out to a bad start, and then it's gonna basically be more the same. What people are gonna think. But I just don't see. I think James Gunn, the way you see him on Instagram and social media X, the way he talks about this movie, he talks about Superman himself and how much he's invested in Superman. I just feel like he knows he has something special here. And I feel from the first trailer, it felt like, or the first teaser, there was a lot of special moments that gave you Christopher Reeve or early Superman vibes, or you know what I mean. So I'm excited for it, man. You know what I mean? I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what it does. There's a perfect time to drop in July, summertime. I hope it does well, man. Because I think Superman's a great character who is overshadowed a lot by Batman because he doesn't have the same amount of movies as Batman and the same amount of appearance as far as he's kind of hard to do because he's very much overpowered and more people think him as cornball because he's very by the book. But I think you could do him greatly. I think in this time of day we need Superman, like a Superman type of feel like that more than anything. So I hope this movie really bangs, man. I hope Superman kills it because this character deserves it, and he's a big time character that deserves to get more shine. So I hope this movie hits.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Big Uno.
Yeah. Before we get to number 1, honorable mentions. Honorable mentions for me, obviously, the Black Phone 2 is coming out this year. That's
I couldn't put that on the list because I thought that movie ended so greatly. I don't know how you do a sequel. I mean, I guess you do a prequel, but it's like, did I need it? But
let me find out he lived. I would be like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. That's all I'm saying.
There's a Michael Jackson documentary coming out this
Yeah, I
year.
think about that one too, but
With his nephew.
hey, yeah, I mean, hey, look, I got that Jackson 5 and American Dream. That's still big. Y'all gotta come out correct.
Yeah.
That was 5 hours.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
lot of time.
sure.
But
That's like, and that was one of my favorite Angela Bassett roles. Right
yeah, oh, won't you? But
Go to bed, Joseph.
but I will say I love how they got his nephew to play him, and he looks just like the part, so it looks great. Nia Long, and I think the cast is great. And it's the first time we're seeing a Michael Jackson biopic that's in the theater. Don't do like Lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just I hope y'all come out correct and really put respect on the man's legacy. And Michael Jackson's a person we been going for a minute, so it's gonna be cool to revisit Michael Jackson, hear some of them songs, and just get that feeling for that. So I'm excited for that one too.
The Accountant 2, I put that one as an honorable.
Oh yeah, I
mention.
didn't think you didn't put that in your top 10. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I put that as honorable mention.
Okay.
Predator, Badlands, Megan 2.0.
Megan 2.0, I thought about that one too. I think that's a solid one.
Uh,
There's another one called Monkey.
The Monkey, yeah.
The Monkey was-
Did you see the clip for it?
Yeah, the Monkey looked like could be a banger too. I just didn't put it on the list. I did a lot of Marvel and stuff like that, but I try to, the Monkey, I try to do a little more horror. But to me, the sequel, I was like, Black Phone not really top 10 for me, and then Meg 2.0 was a top 10. But Monkey was kind of one of those where I thought maybe put it at 10 or 9. It could have made it.
Ballerina, I put that in the top 10 anticipated last year, so I didn't want to repeat and put it in this year.
Yeah, that could
because
be-
it got postponed.
That could be a banger.
But yeah, John Wick World, so that's
Yeah. John Wick gonna be in it a little bit, maybe. Get a scene or two.
Possibly.
We saw the trailers in it.
Yeah.
So could be. Wait, what's that?
Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out. It's
Yeah.
New Knives Out. The
Last
second
one didn't do
yeah,
it
the
for
second
me.
one's a little
Last
bit
one didn't
underwhelming.
really hit for me. I don't
For
like
sure,
it.
for sure.
Ryan Johnson, brother.
I do hope that it recaptures a little bit of the first one's energy. Lilo and Stitch.
See, I'm not Lilo and Stitch fan. I'm surprised you didn't go with it, but I'm not very crazy about Lilo and Stitch.
I can't even,
I'm not crazy about Lilo and Stitch like that. Even the cartoon. Like, I'm not really crazy about Lilo and Stitch. So for me, I don't go crazy for that. But
Yeah.
I know people are gonna be. I know it's gonna do big.
But you know what? So far, like even like Stitch's design, like
It looks really
I was
good.
questioning like how they were gonna do it. It looks really good.
even the way they've done the trailers and the little
promotion,
promotions.
yeah, they did it the
Lion
same way that
King,
the
original one. Yeah,
exactly,
they know what
same
they're
way.
doing. That's one that I can see live back. That movie came out like in 06, 05, or maybe like 04, 05.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to come back with that 20 years later. Like that makes sense to a live action movie. That's when we talk about the How to Train Your Dragon and Moana. But yeah, that's a good one.
And then two more, just to mention: Tron Ares, Jared Leto. You know, I mean, visually, it could be pretty dope. No, I actually really like the last one they made.
Oh, what we talking about? What
Tron.
movie? Oh, Tron. Oh, Tron.
Yeah.
You know what? The last Tron, I rewatched it a while back on Disney Plus, and it actually wasn't. It was better for me. I think while I was younger, it was kind of confusing. I wasn't really into it as much, but it's not a bad movie. I like Jared Leto in a lot of things. I mean, I know some things he is. It don't work, but I like Jared Leto. Like I like him in Blade Runner. I like him in a lot of the futuristic stuff. So I think he'll be great in it, and I hope he's great in it. And Tron's not a bad choice. I mean, it's not bad. Disney got a lot of properties. Disney got a lot of shit coming out this year, man. Disney's hitting.
But my number one honorable mention, that I was like, maybe I should put this in the list. But Mortal Kombat 2. You know,
That first one left a lot to desire. That first one left a lot to desire.
For sure. It definitely the first, and that was one of my critiques about the first one. Like, you know, like it's more combat. Like if my mom was able to watch it, like that's a problem. My mom usually hates watching like, you know, all that blood and gore and stuff. So like, you gotta up that shit up in the second way.
Well, also I feel killing Kung Lao was kind of crazy.
It was.
And Goro was.
That was definitely a choice.
Goro didn't look. I didn't like the Goro look.
Personally, I didn't like the main character like that either. Like,
And I wasn't crazy about him either. I wasn't crazy about him. Like he felt like he was Takeda from the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Was that Annihilation? I think?
Yeah, no, from X.
Yeah.
The one that's like Scorpion or something. Yeah. But I wasn't crazy about him as a character either. I thought Scorpion. They played us. They didn't give us enough Scorpion. And Sub-Zero was dope, like he always is.
Yeah.
But I hope I can't wait to see what's happening. I mean, I'm cool. I'm excited to see Noob's album. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Seeing Noob's gonna be dope, and
And then even some of the what Shao Kahn is in it?
Shao Kahn's gonna be dope.
Dope. They have. I mean, did you see the guy that cast for that dude? They're huge as fuck.
Yeah,
So,
no, I-
good casting there. Carl Urban. I'm not really feeling him as Johnny Cage,
Yeah,
but
I'm tired. I like Johnny Cage.
just Johnny Cage in general.
But Johnny
I
Cage
do
is dope,
love
yeah.
Johnny Cage. Seeing him on screen.
Yeah, for sure. He's one of your main guys. You have to have Johnny Cage.
Katana. You got Tati Gabriel playing Jade.
Yeah.
So some interesting choices.
No, I hope it's better, man. I hope it comes out correct. I just know, for me, it's like small things like that. Like I just hope they go more. It ain't gotta be really graphic. I think as long as you have people engaged with some great fighting moments and stuff like that, I think people gonna like it. There's some great things about that film, but also it's kind of like I think a lot of people had a lot of hype, like because the trailer gives you so much of that gory stuff that in the movie you're like, okay, that's all. That was all for the trailer. Like, y'all don't have nothing else to give me.
Yeah.
Which what hurt it, I think. So we'll see though. I said I have that choice. Number one, I don't know about Honorable Mention. Number one, Honorable Mention, I don't know. But
Yeah. Do you have any of your honorable?
you had a lot of the ones I had. You had a lot of the ones I had. I don't think I really had anything outside of what you.
Or any that you want to add on to that? I said.
Yeah, think about it. Nah, not I can hear right now, bro. You got a lot of the main stuff I was thinking of, like a lot of the main stuff I thought of, you already got it. So I'm not really. Snow White, maybe. I don't know. That's back and forth. I mean, that could be somebody. I mean, I think that's got a lot of backlash, and I don't know how it's gonna do. But I mean, that's coming. But no, I think you hit a lot of the main ones, though. Honestly.
Okay.
Oh, Dead of Thieves. I like the first Dead of Thieves.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that does. That's coming out in a couple weeks. We'll
Actually,
see if that do.
interesting premise. It's not usual where you're like, oh, okay, you do a sequel and then the cop ends up
Yeah, changing over.
changing over.
Trying
Like,
to help
hey,
that.
like anything.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
That's more realistic to me.
I'm not
shit.
surprised. Rob Butler was already on the edge in the first movie. Like
Yeah.
he was already kind of the edge of cop, good cop, bad cop. So I'm curious about that one. But no, I think you hit a lot of the main ones.
Well, shit, you do a Takers too. Hey, Matt Dillon gonna flip over and join them
Hell
too.
no.
Shit.
Nah, I don't know, bro. He wants them motherfuckers too badly, bro.
But yeah, moving on. Without further ado, number one, James Gunn's Superman.
Good choice.
Which y'all probably be surprised because the way that y'all. So I'm not even gonna get into it too much, but the way that the comment section when we did the trailer reaction, like y'all basically put me out as a fucking Superman hater, like I'm as a Snyderverse. Y'all attached me to the Snyder Code, which I found crazy because the only thing I defended was some of the things that you said were missing in Man of Steel, like with him not saving people. All I added was that I personally, when you watch the movie, he did save people, but it is what it is. I'm not doing.
Some people agree with you. This is somebody agree with you in the comments.
Exactly. There were some people that agreed, but that's fair. And I said I think the trailer's good. Obviously, it's not like epic to me to a sense of like. It didn't hype me up as
But it's teaser.
It's a teaser, but like compare that to the teaser for the Batman. When I watched that Batman teaser, I was watching that shit constantly on repeat.
But also because you knew the theme of it. You know Batman. It's like Batman.
But also there was so much new to it. Like it was Batman, yes. It was Batman. It was the detective aspect of it, but even they didn't really highlight it in the trailer too much, but just the way it was definitely a different vibe, different feel. It was something new, especially with the score. So with this, you gave me the Christopher Reeves thing.
They gave some of the characters.
You gave me the characters, which they look great. I mean, personally, and these are my only things that I knocked, which was Superman's costume. I don't fuck with it. Like
You gotta see more of it. That's why you gotta see more.
If I squint my eyes, for sure. Like I like what they were trying to go with it. For sure, the New 52 collar, Kingdom Come Press. Like it looks. I love what they were trying to do with it. However, when you look at it closely, it just does not get me. Like
You gotta see it in movie.
I saw it in action.
No, you're gonna see it when you see it on the big screen and watch it when it's fully ready to go, and you're seeing them fly around and do stuff. And you might have a different opinion of it.
Possibly, but probably not. But and then the other thing that was bothering me, which was Guy Gardner's fucking haircut. And I know Javante said when we were doing the reaction was like, oh, that's how a bowl cut is. Like there's no other way you could really do a bowl cut like that. Someone did an edit of it on Twitter. I sent it to Javante, and even he agreed. Like, yeah, that is a bowl cut. That looks better. And like, it's not even like just one fade at the sides. Two, the hair like it covered the forehead too much, so it just looked weird. It looked like an obvious wig. So I just felt like that, like stuff like that, kind of when you show me that, it kind of shows a little bit of cheapness into it. So that's why I was like, I don't know.
But James Gunn has
Like that's like when people were saying, oh, it looked like when people were saying like there's some CW level quality to the trailer. I was like, I can't really argue with that.
Okay, to be fair though, James Gunn has a proven history of doing great.
And that's why I'm saying. I still have it.
But also, to be fair about the suit thing, like Zack Snyder's suits, yeah, everyone loves them. But also, to be honest, he used CGI capes, which also improved the suit because of CGI cape. James Gunn's not doing CGI capes. So that's a big reason also why the suit looked better to you, probably, man, because the suit, the cape moves. No, the capes. The capes in the DC universe was always something.
But the suit was dope too. Like it wasn't take the cape out of it.
It was more simple. It was just a dark blue suit. It was texturized, but it was very dark blue. This one I think has a little more layers to it.
But it also looked more fitting. Like this one looks a lot more looser. It looks more like jacket material, like leather.
It might be. You guys see, man, they wear that shit up on. They were wearing that tight ass shit on goddamn Krypton.
But look, I do love the casting. I love Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I love Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. And again, as a Superman fan, which y'all probably don't believe I am, but I am. Goddamn it, fucking put me in with the fucking Snyder curl. That shit had me heated. I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that comment, I was like, goddamn it. Like, hey, you make one goddamn opinion and they label you that shit's crazy to me. Grace Randolph, I understand now.
Shout out to Grace Randolph.
Yeah. But, look, I'm looking forward to it, just as far as bringing a new fan base and also just, if it can strike that balance, then I'm with it. I just want to see Superman on screen. I want to see Superman big. When the name Superman appears, like people are excited for it. Regarding movies, regarding trailers, just in general. Like I want Superman to be what Batman is nowadays. Batman and Spider-Man. Like it right now, the past couple years, it's just been a duo. It's been the dynamic duo with Batman and Spider-Man. And
yeah,
I want it to be that trio.
Well, to be fair, hold on. To be fair, let me get my MCU hat back on. To be fair, Spider-Man hasn't been the only thing in Marvel. Marvel's had Iron Man. They've had they've had characters that have grown in attachment because they've done great media for them. So they've had characters. Yeah. But now for DC, it's literally just been Batman carrying the show for y'all for a while. So I mean, you hope to see this. I'm about to say also I agree. Mm-hmm. You done with your rant now?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's my number one.
He said you won't go get the rant, but you got your more rant.
I didn't go on a rant about the Man of Steel shit, but I went on a rant about goddamn me motherfucking Snyder Cult member. Like, Jesus.
For me, my number one, my numero uno would have to be Fantastic Four.
Ooh, okay.
To me, I know we talked about what sets the MCU going for. I feel like Fantastic Four, even if Thunderbolts is like a 6 and Captain America's a 5 or a 6. Fantastic Four is going to be the one that really is like, hey, let me see if you got this right. Because Fantastic Four have been, I love the original ones that came out with
Ian Ruffin and
I love those. I love especially the first one. Second one's cool. I like the first one a lot better. But
absolutely.
And my dog from Nip Tuck as Dr. Doom. I liked him as Dr. Doom, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked him as Dr. Doom.
Good.
But I'm excited to see what they do. I mean, this cast, you got great cast. You got Pedro Pascal leading it, but I feel like DeAndre mentioned with a lot of great points, like it feels like they're really tuning into that family aspect, the old school suit. Their outfits look more like the classicals. Like it feels like they're really gonna go back to that Marvel's first family thing that Stan Lee built up, and I'm all for that. And I feel like if you get this one right, this leads me to believe that the Avengers Doomsday and the Avengers Secret War, whatever's happening next, gonna be great as well. Or you're back on track, but. I believe it. I think so far what they've shown us with the Fantastic Four car, with the whole backdrop of being more futuristic, with seeing Galactus, I think they've done a great job of giving us things that have been like very key to what the Fantastic Four are to a lot of people. So, and coming off that last one, this is one of the friends I think I was so happy to see Fox get rid of and give to Disney. I was so happy to see Disney get this one from Fox. Like, I know they got X-Men as well, but X-Men has some bangers. Yeah. Fantastic Four to me had a banger in the old ones, but I know coming off that last one, I could be joining the boys. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping to see this dude thing. I'm glad to see this franchise finally back in the limelight because Fantastic Four is one of the key factors in Marvel when it comes to Black Panther or when it comes to like Reed Richards being smarter than a lot of these guys and did a lot of things that they gave Iron Man. Reed Richards actually did, but they just didn't have the rights to him. So I'm hoping to see this team grow. It's a family. It's its own little team. Like I think it's gonna be. I want to see this thing get played out and see how big it can get for the fans as well.
For sure. I think it kind of serves it more than what Captain Marvel is supposed to do. Like, Captain Marvel is supposed to, enhance as far as the MCU, as far as the cosmic scale of things. And so far, it really hasn't in that sense. But, like, that's why I think, like, Fantastic Four is, like, that next thing up that can do that.
Yeah. And you're going to have the Silver Surfer, Barry Silver Surfer in there. That's going to be dope. Like,
not sure if I'm... with the Silver Surfer, if that's
it's comic accurate. It's a comic thing. They had it in the comics, so it's a comic thing that's been done before. I definitely want my Silver Surfer.
I want Norman Rad.
But we might get him eventually, though. We don't know. We might get him eventually, so I can't knock it. I like me some. Hey, Norman Rad. That motherfucker.
And they had Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah,
that motherfucker
was majestic.
That motherfucker was trying to holler at Sue.
I was once called.
Hey, I don't blame him. He was trying to get at Sue Storm. He said,
everybody
said, I'll talk to you. I got the board and everything.
Wait till she come to Earth, bro. She meet Namor. Then it's gonna be the same shit.
Oh yeah, Namor. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Fantastic Four, you can do a lot with them. That's a great building block. I think that's probably the biggest franchise they acquired. I mean, X-Men of course as well. But as far as like something that's not really been touched and done as well as people wanted, Fantastic Four could be a real banger if they do it right. So I'm excited for it. And also you have the guy from Spider-Man doing it, right? Who's doing Fantastic Four? Is it Spider-Man?
I think so. Yeah.
When did Spider-Man doing it?
No, it's
Who's doing it?
Is it a guy from WandaVision? Or did he leave?
I don't know. I thought maybe Spider-Man guys helping produce. I don't know who's on that one.
Let me just make sure. Fantastic Four. It is Matt Shakman. So yeah, he did WandaVision. Because originally they had to do from Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he moved over. Okay. Yeah, even with that, WandaVision was kind of I thought WandaVision was cool.
Good start. The finale could have been better, but yeah, it was
a good start.
Overall, I think WandaVision was like probably, as far as the hype, that was probably one of the most hyped Marvel shows, especially just
it was the first
week. Yeah, that too, week to week. As far as like what was going on, everybody was asking questions towards the end. So
introduce Agatha,
yeah,
people love. So I'm all for it.
Had us on the edge every week asking Mephisto. This is Mephisto.
Yeah, and there was some great things that Wanda did in that show. So I mean, Wanda was great. There was some great character development and character arcs in that show for her. So I'm excited what they do with this Fantastic Four, man. Because you have 4 different people, different personalities, and also Ben Grimm getting played by my man from The Bear.
Yeah,
and he's been great. He's been killing the Bear cast in general, getting a lot of roles.
Honestly, WandaVision had one of the best quotes in the MCU too. What is grief if not love persevering?
There you go.
Fire. So there you go.
Not bad.
That's tough. So yeah, I mean that's our top 10 most anticipated list of 2025. What did you guys think of it? Be sure to let us know down below which list that you fuck with more, and let us know.
They'll probably fuck with yours more because they're gonna probably like this motherfucker put Predator top 5. He got Jurassic World at 6.
That's fair.
I got some shit that people go like, hey, bro. What you hit before you got on the show, bro?
Nah, absolutely.
I got 3 superhero films. I got 2 superhero films, 1 and 2. But I went with new stuff too. I ain't go Captain America 30, but I went with new stuff that we haven't seen in a while. So, but I know they're gonna probably,
But yeah, show us your list. Give us your top 10 down below. And we'll give you notes too. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll for sure try to knock out that top 10 best and worst. There's still a couple movies I need to watch to catch up on. Just confirm, but
me too.
Yeah. So we'll probably try to get that done by the end of this month. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm DeAndre.
Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay.
Deuces.